Hey everyone, this is just a quick video. Hopefully it's a quick video on how I water my plants. Ever since I started collecting or getting into growing orchids, one of the things that scared me about it was how to water my orchid, when to water my orchid. It's pretty intimidating when you're new at growing orchids. You're afraid of doing something, perhaps overwatering them or not watering them enough. This thing about feeling them and going in there. And for bark, it's really, once it dries up at a certain point, they said just stick your finger in there, and I can't even remember how far. If you have roots, kind of like this guy, it's got roots all the way down to the bottom, and and they have suitable as well right there, and some of them dry out and you're like, oh my god, I'm not watering it enough, so you may drown it, and next thing you know you got rotting stuff going on inside. It's a balance that it's hard to comprehend when you're new at growing orchids. I don't know when to water my orchids. I have a schedule that's really crazy in terms of work, Monday through Friday. I leave the house at 5:20. No, before that, I have to leave the house at 5:15. And during the summer, when my orchids need more water, I wasn't getting home until 7 p.m. So that leaves me with Saturday and Sunday to water. Let's say, for those that are still in the same boat as I am, I don't think I'll get the hang of this until probably 5 years into it. And I'm okay with that. Just my thoughts as a new grower in terms of watering is that you do have to take your cues from each, and I mean each and every one of your orchids. Basically, for new growers like me, read as much as you can. Read the care, the culture for the Cattleya or the Sherry Baby Oncidium or the Catasetum. But bottom line is that don't rely on somebody telling you that you should water your orchids once a week and you should just pour water into them and just leave it at that. You have to kind of experiment there because we have such a different environment. My humidity is extremely high when the AC doesn't kick in. About 59 at the very highest that I've had. And then the lowest is like maybe 40, and the temperature could be like in the 70s. So many information on the internet that, you could sit there for days and get some different information. But I say to you, new grower like me, look what you can find. Read what you can. Find out the similarities, because there's always going to be similarities. But in terms of specific orchid, the one that you have at your home, it's going to be so totally different from what I have in here. I guess the bottom line of this video is just don't be afraid. I was so afraid of not knowing what to do with my orchids, whether, oh my god, am I watering them correctly? Am I overwatering them? Oh my god, they're not being watered properly. I don't care how they look as long as they're healthy. If they give me flower, even more better. If they don't, as long as they're, they have growth. I mean, this one right here. Well, let me see if I can focus on that little guy. See the green? It's green. And it's happy. And that's what I want. Here's the Dendrobium it's got a lot of green tips all over the place. So I know that I am watering it correctly. But I should water it even more. I understand that part because it started getting crinkly, as you can see. But it has stopped producing. Bottom line is, if you're a new grower, don't let the watering aspect stop you from getting into new types of orchids. Your orchids, the one under your care, will tell you. By those wonderful tips. So when you're in your own environment, when you're watering it, your orchids you take your cues from your orchid. Your orchid are going to tell you whether you're doing good, whether the environment is suitable for their growth, is by these wonderful, you know, green tips. Or look at that beautiful tips right there. And it also, do you see this new growth right there? So not only does it tell me that it's doing good by that little guy, and there's another growth right there. Yep, there's a wonderful growth there. That tells me it's happy how I am. It's happy. They're happy on how I'm watering them, and this is basically what I'm doing. I'm giving them a bath for more than sometimes 30 minutes, depending on how many I have. I watered some yesterday, and they were in there for more than half an hour. That's just my environment. That's how I water my plant. Your watering, everybody's watering schedule or the way they water them is going to be so different. You have to kind of find a system that works for you, one that will help your plant grow. And you just have to, again, you have to take cues. The environment's going to be totally different, and it's okay, because your environment may require you only to water your plants for 10 minutes, or it may require you to water your plants every day during the summer, whereas I can't. And this is how it's been since the beginning of the year. I water my plants suits my environment, because they are giving me signals that you know, let me know how you water your plants. I'd really appreciate that, so that people can get an idea, and let me know where you are, so that other people can understand where you're watering your plant and where you are in your environment. And that will help all of us that are new at this to not be so afraid. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and letting me ramble on. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I hope that I see you soon in my next video. Anyway, thank you so much.